You don't say. Police actually took a black man into custody who shot at them? Wow, this is wild. Let's watch. Before we get into this video, do me a favor, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. If y'all want some of this dope apparel that y'all see me rocking, breakingbarriersunited.com. It truly does help support the channel. But with that being said, this one was wild. You're actually going to watch a suspect shoot another man in his shoulder. And then after that, the police locate him at his house later. And what happens next is so surprising. Let's watch.
On Saturday, May 18th, around 6 p.m., the day prior to the officer-involved shooting, the suspect, Mr. Thompson, is observed on video pulling up to a business located on the 4800 block of Miller Avenue. He then exits his vehicle and begins to approach an alleyway behind this location. A gun is visible on his side. The suspect approaches someone who is currently off camera, and after a brief interaction, Mr. Thompson pulls out the handgun and shoots at the victim, striking him one time in the shoulder. He then retreats back to his vehicle and leaves this location.
I mean, first and foremost, this is wild. I mean, the dude just literally just pulled a gun out, shot old boy, and then just keeps going on about his day. So that just kind of gives you the mindset of what the officers are dealing with. And the reason why I tell you guys about mindset, because mindset is so important when officers are responding to deal with dangerous suspects. A lot of times people just think officers just show up and just want to use force and take people to jail. And no, like they're thinking about the mindset of some of these crazy, chaotic individuals that are out there roaming the streets. What I'm going to do though now is I want to fast forward to the end of this video just because it's kind of long and drawn out. What happens is the officers end up trying to get in a pursuit with them. And then we're going to pick up there. So let's watch. That's crazy. The officer goes, pulls him over, and the officer has no clue what's going to happen next. Now, he does know that he's dealing with somebody who's armed and dangerous, and he does know that this person, you know, basically had an attempted murder on somebody else. So he does know that part, but he had no time to react, set up for a high risk traffic stop, none of that, because by the time the suspect pulled over, he was out and already shooting at the officer. The officer does get injured. He does not get shot by the suspect. He gets injured by glass that actually hit him as the bullets start breaking the windows. And so what happens later is the officers, this guy is able to evade the officers. But later on, the SWAT team and everybody, they locate the suspect vehicle out of house. But this is a part of the video that, you know, it's not shocking, but I'm being sarcastic when I say it's shocking. Let's watch.
With information related to the suspect vehicle, we were able to track down and locate the suspect vehicle parked at a residence located in the 5500 block of Summit Ridge Trail in Arlington. A perimeter was established, and the suspect was observed running from the main house towards a shed in the backyard. SWAT arrived on scene and apprehended Mr. Thompson without further incident.
Let me see your hands! Let me see your hands! Let me see your hands! All right, take your time, take your time. Lay down on your stomach. Lay down on your stomach. Take your time. Lay down flat. I'm ready, Bobby. You ready? I'm ready. All right.
It was at this time that officers learned that Mr. Thompson had suffered a gunshot wound to his lower back. Mr. Thompson was transported to a local hospital where he is currently being treated for his injuries.
Now, why do I say it's so shocking? So obviously it's not shocking to me. I've been an officer for over 10 years now. This stuff happens every single day. You just don't hear about it. And I've often heard so many other times where people will say, well, if that person was black, they would have shot him. Think about this. We know he's wanted for attempted murder, but he also shot at police officers. So many people will go out there and say, oh my goodness, you know what? Like, as soon as the officers locate him, they're going to shoot him. They're going to kill him. Like, he has a green light. But like I've said, if a person is not a threat, if a person is like basically ceased being a threat to the officers don't have a green light or green pass just to take the life of this person. They don't. Even if he would have let's just say the suspect would have killed an officer before that. The moment he is not a threat no longer, like he's no longer a threat, They can't just go up there and shoot him. And so you see, as the SWAT team enters into the backyard, when they locate him, the guy is on the ground. He's not a threat. They can see his hands. And so they move in and take him into custody, where he's going to have to be able to answer in front of a jury as to what he did, and hopefully convicted and go to jail. He'll probably be out. Well, if this was California, he'll probably be out tomorrow. But depending on where this is at, we don't know how much time he's going to get. But the main focus and the main point I want to make is that this is a great example to show that officers do have the training and the ability to distinguish when a person is a threat and when they're not a threat. There are certain times where there are officers that have made terrible decisions, but does it happen all the time? No. These are things that we have to keep in mind. And I did bring up race because, again, race is always brought up. People say, well, if he was a black man, he would have been shot by the police. The dude is black, and the dude was taken into custody without incident after he had already shot at another police officer. I think this happened in Fort Worth, Texas. I want to say, man, I love Texas. I hope you guys were able to learn something from this video. Do me a favor, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and trust me, it does help this channel out. What do you guys think in the comment section below? God bless.